Has homeschool ever felt like jail? The first time I walked into Miss Keller's bookstore, she glanced up from her papers and asked bluntly, "Are you slow or something?" I was 15 and had never been outside alone. My heart raced because I knew if my mama found out, she'd whip me until my back was raw, but the bookstore had pulled at me from the street, warm lights spilling out like a promise. I stepped in, flinching at the loud chime above the door. Miss Keller took one look at my shaking hands and softened. She said, "Hey there, looking for something special?" I stared down at my scuffed shoes and whispered, "I don't know how to read." She smiled gently, saying, "Well, that's no reason to stand out here cold. Come sit down." She set an old alphabet workbook in front of me, guiding my hand over the letters. Nobody had ever been patient with me before. At home, patience didn't exist. Mama always said obedience was everything. When I asked questions, she'd yank out my hair strand by strand and hiss, "Curiosity is the devil whispering in your ear." One time when I was 12, she caught me looking at myself in the mirror after a bath. She dragged me by my hair into the kitchen and said, "The devil already has his claws in you." Then she held me down and emasculated me with her sewing scissors, calmly telling me, "Now you'll stay pure for Jesus." I cried and begged, but she only smiled and said softly, "This pain is your salvation." But Miss Keller's store felt different. Each afternoon I snuck there. She'd patiently show me how to sound out words. Every tiny success was rewarded with a smile and a whispered, "See, I told you you're smart." The warmth of those words stuck with me, stronger than Mama's voice insisting I'd never survive alone. One rainy day, I asked softly, "Miss Keller, is it normal for mamas to keep kids locked inside?" My voice trembled as I confessed, "Mama says I'm too dumb for the world. She punishes me hard if I mess up." Miss Keller went quiet, her eyes darkening. She took my hands gently and said, "That's not normal, sweetheart. Nobody deserves that." From then on, she sent me home with hidden books, whispering, "Keep these safe." At home, I hid the books under my mattress. Each page I turned made Mama's words weaker. But before I could find the courage to confront her, Mama found my secret stash. She tore through the mattress, screaming, "Liar! Devil!" She ripped the pages in fury, and something inside me snapped. I grabbed the thickest book, swinging it hard at her face. She stumbled, stunned, so I swung again, each strike powered by years of buried pain. Her screams faded as I hit harder, and finally, she crumpled silent to the floor. My chest heaved, hands trembling. Grabbing whatever book survived, I sprinted out, not caring who saw. Bursting through Miss Keller's door, I collapsed, gasping, red liquid all over me, and wild-eyed. She rushed over, wrapping her arms around me tightly. She whispered fiercely, "You're safe now." I clutched her, shaking as she called the police. They came and took Mama away. I moved in with a foster family, started public school, and every day got easier. Every day I grew braver, and every day I felt the heavy chains Mama had forged finally shattered.